My name is Satyabrata Tripathy from Quantlogy World Academy. Today we are going to read one of the most important programming language, that is Python. First of all, we will study what is Python. No, first we will study what is programming language. The language in which an user communicates with the system or the computer is called programming language. There are various types of programming language. First of all, I like to know, do you think Python or any programming language is difficult or easy? And what is your favorite subject? First, I want to know this, so you can comment below. So we'll move to the topic. So there are various types of programming languages like Java, Python, C++, etc. So today we'll study one of the most important programming language and one of the most easy programming language, that is Python. And if you think programming language or Python is difficult, then you study this, then you will tell your feedback that it is easy or difficult. So first class, just welcome to Python. Next we'll see what are the topics we'll cover in this class. So today we'll study Python. First we'll see what are the topics we'll cover in this class. So there are 5 topics. First topic is what is Python. Next is Python features. Next is Python applications. Next is downloading Python. The next is running Python. At last we'll see how to run a program in Python. So these are the best. So the next is Python is one of the most popular and widely used programming language used for set of tasks including console based, GUI based, and web programming and data analysis. So here it is given that Python is very helpful to us. It can do multiple tasks. For example, data analysis, web programming, GUI based means graphic user interface, graphics based, console based, and etc. Next, there is a fact. Python is named based on the comedy television show Monty Python's Flying Circus. This was a comedy television show, Monty Python's Flying Circus, and the name Python program is based on it. The next is differences between scripting language and programming language. We'll see some important differences between scripting language and programming languages. So the first, a programming language that supports scripts program written for a special runtime environment that automate the execution task. And programming language is a formal language which comprises a set of instructions used to produce various kinds of output. Means programming languages, we are giving a set of instructions and the language is giving out the output. For example, we are giving a task to find numbers, it is giving the output. So programming, when we are giving some set of instructions, it is giving the output. Next is execution speed is slow. Scripting language execution speed is very slow. And next, programming language, compiler based languages are executed much faster, while interpreter based languages are executed slower. So here it is given that programming languages are bit faster than scripting languages, and programming languages are also two types, that interpreter and compiler, out of which interpreter based languages are executed slower. Interpreter is slower, and compiler is faster, as fast is faster than interpreter. So the next point is classification. Client side scripting, and another is server side scripting. So these are the two basic classifications of scripting language, scripting language, which is first is client side scripting, another is server side scripting. So the next is programming language. The point, classification of programming language is also of two types. Programming language is also divided in two types. First is high level language and low level language, or we can say compiler based or interpreter based. High level, low level. We can also say it as compiler or interpreter. So these are the basic classifications of programming language: high level and low level language, or we can say compiler or interpreter. So the next basic point is, for scripting language it is easier to learn, whereas programming language not as easy to learn. Means it is easy, we can say, but not as easy as scripting language. But if we study properly and concentrate on our studies, for us programming language is also easy. Next point is examples are given. Example of scripting languages: JavaScript, Perl, PHP, Python, and Ruby. An example of programming languages is C, C++, and assembly. Next is mostly used for web development and used for develop various applications such as desktop, web, mobile, etc. Move to next topic. Then the following are the primary factors to use Python in day-to-day life. So there are some basic factors of Python programming is given. So we'll note down the important factors of Python. So first feature is Python is oriented. Not only Python, Java and C++ all are object oriented. Structure supports such concepts as polymorphism, operation, overloading, and multiple inheritance. So Python is an object oriented, which is the first feature. So next feature is indentation. Here it is given that indentation is one of the greatest feature in Python. Yes, it is one of the greatest feature in Python, but it is not useful now because in first class we will study now only the introduction part. When we will do programs based on controls and conditional statements, then indentation is used. If else the conditional statements and the control statements like for and loop, there we will use indentation. There we can know the proper use of indentation. Free means open source. Yes, Python is free to us. We need not need to download it. It's powerful, and some sub points are given. First we'll add the third point. Fourth point is it's powerful. Different types and tools means inbuilt functions and keywords are there in Python, and keywords tokens. This words I need not to explain again because in last class we have studied about that. Next is library utilities, third party utilities, example numeric, scipy, and next is automatic memory management. So there are 5 sub points in its powerful. Next is fifth one, it's portable. It's portable. Python runs virtually every major platforms used today. It is clear that Python runs virtually every major platform used today, means Python can run in any devices. More high level devices are not required for Python programming. As long as you have a compatible Python interpreter installed, Python program will run in exactly the same manner irrespective of platform. So we'll move to the next feature, which is it's easy to use. Python is very easy respective to other programming languages. First sub point of it's easy to use and learn is no immediate compile. Means Python immediate compilation is not there. Means if we will write a program in between the program, the compilation will not start. Means compilation means the rectifying of the programs, like the syntax error or any error, it will not start. So after we complete a program, then if we tap run option, then it will show any type of error like syntax error, type error, name error, or runtime error, etc. So no immediate compile. Python programs are compiled automatically to an intermediate form called bytecode, which the interpreter then reads. Means here the next line represents that after we complete a program, when we run the program, then after that the compilation starts and the interpreter reads the program and gives the output. The next is this gives Python the development of speed and interpreter without the performance loss inherent in purely interpreted languages. Next is structure and syntax are pretty intuitive and easy to grasp. So the sixth factor we study is it's easy to use and learn. It's easy to use and learn. So the next factor is interpreted language. Yes, Python is an interpreted language, whereas Java, C++ are compiler. Python is processed at runtime by a Python interpreter. So Python is a interpreted language. Interpreted language. Next is interactive programming language. The eighth factor is interactive programming language. Given users can interact with Python interpreter directly for write the programs. No use of any other running screen or anything. Users can directly interact with Python interpreter directly for writing the programs. Eighth one is interactive programming language. Next one is straightforward syntax. Is syntax of Python program, the syntax of any functions and anything is very easy. We can write the syntax is very easy, so the syntaxes are straightforward. The formation of Python syntax is simple and straightforward, which also makes it popular. So the ninth factor is straightforward syntax. Versatile. You can use Python to do many things. Means Python, using Python we can do multiple tasks like build websites, analyze data, create games, control or devices, work on artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, etc. So versatile is the 10th feature factor. So next factor is beginner friendly. Means Python takes care of many complicated details for you, so you can focus on solving problems rather than getting stuck in complex coding rules. Means here it is given that Python is a bit easier, so it's beginner friendly. Means someone is doing the program for first time, he or she can do easily. There is not complicated or complexities in it, so Python is a beginner friendly. Next one is beginner friendly. Next is huge community. If you ever stuck there, if you ever get stuck, there are lots of tutorials, forms and people there who can help. Python has a huge community. Means many people in this world use Python, so we can say it is very easy and it is a huge community. Means a large number of people use Python program. Next is working with Python. So we have read there are 11 factors of Python. We will recall all. First is object oriented, next indentation, then it's free, means open source, then it's powerful, then it's portable. The next one is it's easy to use and learn. Next is interpreted language. Eighth one is interactive programming language, then straightforward syntax, versatile, then beginner friendly. Next is working with Python. Python code execution. Python's traditional runtime execution model. Source code you type is translated to bit code, which is then run by the Python virtual machine (PV). Your code is automatically compiled, but then it's interpreted. Means this is first source. Means the functions or statements you write in the program, then it is converted into from source code. It is converted into commit code. Means Python is converting the statements in his own language, then run time means then it runs the program. Then this is very important. There are two types of Python interpreter. There are two types of Python interpreter. Interactive mode. So there are two modes of Python interpreter. First is interactive mode, next one is script mode. So what is interactive and what is script mode? When we install Python ideally, first the screen which is visible to us, that is interpreter mode, in which if we type any statement, it will come after a triple arrow. First there is triple arrow, then we will write our statement. Means for example we will say our statement will be 10 plus 10. If we write 10 plus 10, then when we will press enter, automatically the result of this means this statement will run immediately, it will run. Means so this is interactive mode, where when we type our statement and press enter, our statement runs immediately. Means when we press enter, immediately 20 will come here or the result will come there. So this is interactive mode. But in script mode, first we will write whole program, all the statements will write, then there is an option to run. We can click F5 or we'll go to file option, then run. Then if there will be any error, then Python will show the error, then it will run. And we will write the program in script mode, but when it will run in interactive mode. And the basic difference is script mode will write whole program and then will run. Interactive mode, after every statement the Python will run that statement. And here the triple arrow will we can see the triple arrow, but in script mode we will not see any triple arrow. And in interactive mode we cannot go back and edit. Means here after getting 20, the result 20, here the cursor will be here, we cannot go here and change this 10 to 12 or anything. But in script mode we can edit it, means we can change it. So this is the basic difference between interactive mode and script mode. Next is what is interactive cell, or that interactive mode only. The interactive cell is a place where you can type Python code and immediately see the result. As I have said, when we'll type the statement, means I have seen this, told you that 10 plus 10 is the statement, then the immediate it will run and the answer will show as 20. So here the same thing is given. The interactive cell is a place where you can type Python code and immediately see the result. It's like a calculator but can do much more. Yes, Python can do much more than a calculator. In calculator, after some limits, after 15 digit or something, it will show error to us, but Python not. Python can show a large number. Next is how to open Python. This is a basic question for many students, that how to open Python. On Windows, go to start menu, find Python program group, or that ideally Python ideally, and click ideally Python GUI, graphic user interface. How to use it? First, this triple arrow shows, means this is in interactive mode. The result will come as soon as we will click the enter option. But to go from interactive mode to script mode, in the top left corner there will be a file option. If we click to file, there are some options will come. In that options there will be script mode or new file. That new when we click on new file, the script will appear. Single values are all expressions. If you type just a single value like 2, Python will still recognize its as an expression. It simply evaluates to itself. Means if we type 2, then we press enter, the result will come 2. But if here we will take an variable means any letter we can take as taking an value to it. If we have not assigned an value, but we will take a. Before that we have not assigned a, but here if we take a and press enter, here it will show name error. It is a type of error. It will show immediately because a is not assigned to it. If here we will assign a equals to 10, then in next step we'll write a, then enter. Immediately here it will show 10. So single values are also expressions. Expression is a piece of code that Python can calculate and give back the value. For example, 2 plus 2 is an expression. Here I have written 10 plus 10 is an expression. Not only addition, subtraction, multiplication, any division, anything. We can say it as expressions. Then values and operators. A value is just a number or a piece of data like 2. An operator is something that tells Python to do with the values. For example, plus add two numbers, subtract add one number from another. So values means the values which are assigned to one variable. Means here the last we have written a equals to 10, means 10 is the value and the variable is a. So 10 is assigned to a. Now operators means the plus minus like in Python. These are the given that uses of Python. Python is used in here it is given classified in 6 types. It is used for web scraping, data science and visualization, desktop GUIs, then software development, web development, machine learning and artificial intelligence. Python is used in these fields. Next is writing first program script. Then is operators, mathematical operators or arithmetic operators. Math operators from highest to lowest precedence. Precedence means preference. Which operator will prefer first? So the first arithmetic operator is exponent. Exponent, which is we can use as double asterisk. The base is 2 and the power is 3, so you can write in Python as 2 double asterisk 3. Means first we will write the base, then double asterisk, then the power. Next arithmetic operator is modulus. So the value is 8. Modulus written as percentage symbol. It is written find the remainder. It's 4 percentage 2. What is the remainder is 0, like 3 percentage 2. Remainder is 1. Next arithmetic operator is integer division or float quotient. The next operator precedence means from arithmetic operator the highest precedence means most preferred is exponent, then modulus, then next one is float division. it is written by double slash or double backslash, we can say. For example, 22 double slash 8. 22 divided by 8 is for it is 2 point something, but it will the decimal part, it will ignore the decimal part, it will give the result as only 2. Whereas in division, this is floor division, next is division. In division we can write as single slash. If we write 22 slash 8, it will give us 2.7 2.7 something, 2.75. It will give the result as 2.75. We will write the decimal part also, and here we are writing by double slash and here only single slash. Multiplication is written as asterisk, double asterisk is exponent, and single asterisk is multiplication. 2 asterisk 3, which is 6. Next arithmetic operator is subtraction. Subtraction is represented by minus symbol. For example, 3 minus 2, 1. Next is addition. So these are the types of arithmetic operators. So there are basically 3, 4, 6, 7 types of arithmetic operators. Raised to the power 3. Next is multiplication by asterisk, division by slash, floor division by double slash, and modulus or remainder by percentage symbol. Let's things we use parenthesis, but we will always calculate what's inside the parenthesis first. Like in math, we use a very important rule, BODMAS rule, where we give the preference to brackets first. So Python also gives preference to parenthesis first, means like brackets. So Python also gives more preference or more precedence to brackets, parenthesis. So here in the first case, 2 plus 3 in bracket asterisk 4. So the first it will solve 2 plus 3. So the result is 5 asterisk 4, which is 20. 2 plus 3 in bracket asterisk 4, which is 20. But if we write 2 plus 3 asterisk 4, here it will do first this one, first asterisk means first multiplication, means 2 plus 3 4 is 12, the answer will be 14. So this is difference between using parenthesis and not using parenthesis. Next is what is data types, or the integer, floating point and string data types. What is data type? Data type defines the kind of value you are working with. Every value in Python belongs to one data type and only one. So there are some common data types we will read today. In this class we will only study about these 3 types of data type: int, float and string. We will study some basic about it. The first data type is int or integer. Small int. Integer means any number, any negative, positive, zero, any numbers which is not in any fraction form. Next is floating point. Floating point, or in Python we write in small letters float. Next is floating point means the numbers which are in decimal form. We can there is a simple difference between 3 and 3.0. Both the values are same, but this is int data type and this is floating point data type. Next data, or we write in small letters str. It's a text or characters inside quotes. We can write strings by using single quotes or double quotes. For example, written hello python etc. One example, here we write 3 and inside quote we write 3. Inside quote write 3, this is string and this is an integer. In python, this anything we write inside single quote or double quote, it will come in green color, and the variables assigned to any integer, float or string values, the variables will be in black color. Next is difference between int and float. Int means whole numbers, example 42. Float is numbers with decimals, example 42.0. In simple terms, a data type is like a label that tells Python, here this is a number or this is text. In common data type, int is whole number, float is numbers with decimals, and string is texts. Then the concatenation and replication. This is very useful. Concatenation and replication used in case of strings. Means we can add a integer to integer. We can multiply an integer to integer. We can integer to string. We write in code hello. And another, then we give plus symbol, the arithmetic plus. In another quote we write assign a value, not only integer, variable names must be one word, means more than special characters. Special characters means plus, means not plus, it's space, then dollar. These all are special characters, and underscore is also a special character, but underscore is also is only we can use underscore, not anything else. So the second rule is can use letters, numbers and underscore. Next is cannot start with a number, means we cannot start with a number. Next is next examples are given. For some valid variables are spam, it is a valid because it is starting with a letter. Next is eggs2. Next one is underscore hello. Underscore we can use first. Some invalid are to spam. To we cannot use, any integer we cannot use in front of a word or anything to assigning a value. Next is spam, exclamation. Exclamation is a special character, so we cannot use. Next is hello world. Number my minus not hyphen var. You can say hyphens are not allowed. This is your first program. Open file. Next is save the program. After writing the code, name your file, then save and click. Means we can keep a not only file, we can keep a folder named Python programs. Then we can name all programs related to it. We can classify the programs also. Then we'll do some. Now all the Next is first program is write a program to input two numbers, find to use all the arithmetic operators between them. So we'll move to the first program as our all the topics have been covered. First program, we have to input two numbers, and two numbers will be means integer numbers, means we'll input int input, and another number will take as b, here also int input. Then we have to find all the arithmetic operators between them. First we'll find sum, s equal to a plus b for addition. Subtraction, sb will take as variable a, sb equals to a minus b. For multiplication we'll use m equals to a asterisk b, and next is n equals to uh, n not n will, for division we'll take a d equals to a slash b. For floor division we'll take f equals to a double slash b. Exponent will take a double asterisk b. These are the 7 types of not 7 6. Yes, another one is modulus, reminder we can say, a percentage b. These are the 7 arithmetic operators. We'll say in the given question it is only given to find all the arithmetic operators between the variables. So last we'll print a not a s comma sb comma m comma d comma f comma e comma r. So first program is successfully completed. Next program, write a program to input 5 marks and then find the average between them. Mark can be in also floating means if we are someone is getting 10.5 floating point value, so we'll take as float input is equal to m1 equals to float input, m2 equals to also float input, m3 equals to float input, m4 equals to float input, m5 equals to also float input. So given to input 5 marks of 5 students, here only given to input marks of 5 students, so we can input directly. But in case they are given to input 100 students, we cannot input directly. So we can use looping in that case, that we'll read in the next chapter. So we have inputted the 5 marks of 5 students, then it is given to find the average between them. We can take average as a equals to m1 plus m2 plus m3 plus m4 plus m5 by 5. But there is a simple mistake in it, that we have to use bracket, otherwise first m5 slash 5, first Python will solve this one, then it will add all. So we have to use bracket here, means first there will be sum, then divided by number of students. Print average. Okay. So second program is also completed to find some of the input of 5 marks of 5 students and find this average of it. Next program is write a program to input percentage of A is equal to A is equal to int input. Also, for example, convert A to float means it will be 10.0. Next, C2 equals to STRA means we'll convert 10 to string. In code we write string. Then the print option. Here we are using two print statements, one for float and another for string. So fourth program is also completed. That is given to input an integer and find and convert it into float and string. Next is write a program to input radius of a circle and find its area and circumference. So first we input radius r equals to int input radius. We can say take anything, int float, anything we can write. And now we have to find the area and circumference. For area we will take the variable as a, and the formula of area of circle is 2 pi r square, but we cannot write pi directly, so we have to write so the formula is pi r square, so we cannot write the formula write pi directly, so we'll write 22/7. So the formula of circle area of circle is 22/7 asterisk r asterisk r. You can not write double, here you can write double asterisk 2, but writing asterisk r is a bit easier than it. Then we will find the circumference equals to 2 pi r, where formula of circumference is 2 pi r, 2 asterisk 22/7 asterisk r. Print area is a, and print circumference is b, not b, c. So the fifth program is also completed. Next program is write a program to input length and breadth of a rectangle and find the area. It's your task. Next, sixth and seventh, both questions are your task. In sixth question, you will input length and breadth. You can do int input or float input. Then we will find the area, which is L into B, and the L into B, and the perimeter as 2 asterisk L plus B. In next question, seventh, it is your task to find the square of side area and perimeter of a square. We will input side of a square, and area we can find a 4 asterisk s side, and area is perimeter is 4 asterisk side, and area is side into side, means we can write side double asterisk 2. So eighth program is right to input three sides of a right angle triangle. You can use int and float in any questions, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 4 questions, you can input any type of any data type. You can use id, float, anything. So perimeter is a plus b plus c, and area is half. Let's say b is the base and c is the height, so half asterisk b asterisk c. Perimeter equals to p. Then next print statement is for area, which is area equals to a, not a, ar, because a we have taken the first side. So with this we have completed all the programs, and some tasks are given for you, like the question number 3, question number 6, and question number 7. So this is for today. We have completed all the programs, and these are the basic programs. Basic programs. In next class we will do some advanced programs. So thank you.